Wintertime in the desert, even in Arizona, can get kind of chilly, especially in the morning. And that's a good time to make a nice, warm breakfast. So this morning, I'm going to make hash browns the RV way. When making a hash brown, I like to get a nice russet, not too large and not too small, just enough for one person. Of course, the first thing you want to do is wash it. Just using your hands is good enough. Get some paper towels, wrap it up, and dry it off. Nothing special about that. Now, of course, we can't make hash browns out of a whole potato. We got to do something about it. That's why we need our handy dandy grater. It's a multi-grater. I just use the large holes here. But before I do that, I need a pan to put it into. And just to start off, I'll just put a little spray oil in it. Now comes the fun part, working up an appetite. Doesn't matter which end you start on, but just start on the end and have at it. The nice thing about potatoes is they can be stored for long times. So if someone brings you a big bag of potatoes because they think you're some homeless guy in a motorhome, you can store it away in a cool, dry place and have hash browns every week. No need to worry about getting rid of them all at once. I mean, hash browns are nice, but it's not something you want to have every single day for weeks. I just keep turning the potato as I grate it. That way it doesn't get uneven in your hand. Yeah, it's a good workout. Builds good muscles. And there's always a little piece left over. I don't worry about it. I just throw that away. Scrape off the excess. And the grater, I just wash that up. It's real easy later. And there we have our grated potato. You may have noticed that I didn't peel the potato first. That's an awful lot of work, and the peels are nutritional. It's got fiber in it, so why do that? You may have seen in other cooking videos that people put these hash browns in a bowl of water to get rid of the excess starch. That seems like a waste of time, and it really doesn't matter to me because I'm just making it for myself. So I just leave it as is. Well, I don't do any more to the potatoes, that is, except I need to add some flavor to it and some texture to it. And I've got some egg beaters. Now I could just throw a single egg in there and be done with it, but this is Southwestern style. So it's got a bit of flavor to it as well, spices and stuff. And of course, you want to have a little bit of egg in your mixture. Not well, a little bit, not too much. On one of these, one of the 30-ounce containers, that can do 3-4 servings of this. And what the egg does is it helps bind the potatoes together. This might be a little too much. That doesn't matter. It's all good. Just mix it in there, get potatoes all incorporated with the egg mixture. Now, even though this has spices in it, I'm kind of a black pepper fan. So I like a bit of black pepper in my hash browns. Well, maybe a little more than a little bit. But that's just me. Okay. Next thing, just sort of smash it down into a flat pancake-like thing. And now we gotta cook it. Now I like to cook these things somewhat slow. So I adjust the flame to about a quarter full flame, which is would be called low, I guess. Now, when cooking, I don't have a cover for this pan, but when cooking hash browns, you do need a cover. So I take one of my paper bowls and I set it on top and I just let it sit there and cook for quite some time, 10 minutes maybe, and we'll see how that turns out. And it's been about 10 minutes. Now what this cover does is it traps the steam and actually steams the potatoes. So, looks about ready on one side, we'll see. It holds together when you flip it. Nice golden brown here. And then we just have to cook it a little bit longer, maybe 5 minutes at most, to get the other side. Well, it's been roughly 4 minutes. Check the underside. Still needs another minute. Well, it looks like it might be done. Oh, by the way, the reason I cook this without a cover on it is that it's not needed. The crispy side holds in the moisture as it cooks the other side. So, just need to lift it out, Put on our plate here. Nice steaming hot. It also kind of warms up the motorhome, nice and humid like. Now, of course, I like butter. And, well, I can't get real Wisconsin butter down in Yuma. Matter of fact, you can't get real Wisconsin butter anywhere outside of Wisconsin. And especially northern Wisconsin, where it's the best. So I got some of this Irish butter. It's almost as good. No offense to the Irish. But it's better than the cheap Walmart brand. Like I said, I like a bit of butter. While it's still hot, put a couple of relatively thin slices. Let it melt. And I'm going to enjoy this. Nice big hash brown. Not too crispy, not too soft. Not too bad in the center. I don't like it too soft or too crispy. I like it easy to eat. And that's how you make hash browns the RV way.